So let's do an activity. I'm going to give you a word, and on the count of 3, you're going to say the top thing that comes to your mind. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Florida. So, what was it? What came to mind? Probably for most of you, you may have said something or thought about something like beaches, theme parks, palm trees, or maybe even margaritas. Well, we have a lot of those things here in Florida. But if you're one of the lucky few, you may have experienced another side of Florida. Places like this.
Join me as we dive into the world of backpacking and how to get started right here in your very own backyard. Hey friends, my name's Cody, and I'm the owner and founder of an adventure travel company that takes small groups all around the world. But before all that started, I was actually a marine biologist, which meant I spent a ton of time under the ocean studying some of the world's most fascinating creatures. Above water, some of my favorite activities are kayaking, mountain biking, backpacking, but most of all, it's sharing these outdoor spaces with other people. I only went out for a walk and finally concluded to stay out till sundown. For going out, I found was really going in. John of the Mountains, the unpublished journals of John Muir, 1938.
So many of you might be wondering, well, what exactly is backpacking and how is it different than just going for a hike or going camping?
Backpacking combines the activities of hiking and camping for an overnight stay in backcountry wilderness. A backpack allows a hiker to carry supplies and equipment to accommodate one or multiple days out on a trail and into areas where cars and boats may not be able to travel.
So I know what you're thinking. Why on earth would we want to load our backpacks up, put it on our back, and carry it for miles out into the woods? Why not just simply load up our cars and pull up to a campsite and go camping? Well, we love doing that too, but backpacking has a ton of other benefits that you can't necessarily get just from going camping outside of your car.
Backpacking often gives you the opportunity to skip the crowds and the chaos of more popular camping locations. When backpacking, it's not uncommon to find yourself amongst some of the most remote and secluded, beautiful locations around the world, away from the hustle and bustle and distractions of everyday life. Oftentimes, you'll find that the only sounds around you are those of the birds, insects, wind, and your own footsteps. Scientists have begun to study the benefits of spending time outdoors and have found that more time in natural spaces may lead to a number of physical and mental benefits, such as increased creativity and productivity, and a decrease in anxiety, anger, and the likelihood of developing diseases such as diabetes and stress-induced illnesses.
And the final reason that we personally really enjoy backpacking is because it has a way of resetting your gratitude meter.
We tend to rush from one thing to the next without really ever stopping. We go home and turn on the faucets, take showers, and jump into our beds. But when backpacking, it gives you the chance to slow down and notice the small things and really appreciate those luxuries that we have at home. While most people don't associate backpacking here with Florida, there's plenty of opportunities. In fact, before any fancy gear and maintained and groomed trails, early Native Americans would travel by land and on foot for hunting, fishing, and even trading with other communities. Today, backpackers enjoy the Florida National Scenic Trail, or better known as the Florida Trail. Now, this is one of 11 national scenic trails in the United States, and it stretches 1,000 miles, starting in Big Cypress National Preserve, stretching the entire way up into the Panhandle, ending around Pensacola Beach. This trail can actually be picked up right outside of St. Lucie County in case you're looking for a day hike. If you're looking to start a bit closer to home, Bluefield Ranch is a nature preserve right here in St. Lucie County. The 3,285 acre site provides over 20 miles of hiking trails and the option to hike into a backcountry camping site.
Whether you're backpacking here in St. Lucie County or elsewhere, there's a few necessary steps to getting started. First and foremost, you'll need to do a bit of research to determine the local regulations. Now, most locations will have some sort of website, such as stluciepreserves.com, and that will be an invaluable resource before setting out on your own backpacking adventure. Some of the questions that you're going to want to consider before departing include: do I need a permit to hike or camp at this location? Is there potable water near the campsite, or will I have to filter or pack in my own? Are there any fire regulations, including the collection of firewood? What are some of the requirements for human waste disposal? And finally, what are some of the obstacles and dangers that I may encounter? Things such as navigation, weather, or even local wildlife. Backpacking is meant to be a fun and enjoyable experience. By answering these questions and several others, you will ensure that you are adequately prepared for any challenges that lay ahead, and that you're not only safe, but you're having a good time as well.
As backpackers and outdoor enthusiasts, we must remember to protect these natural spaces that we love so much. One way to do that is to educate ourselves and to follow the leave no trace principles, such as pack out what you pack in.
So what do you think? Are you ready to give backpacking a try? Well, stay tuned. Our next video is going to cover the 10 essentials of backpacking and some more information about how to get started, when you should go backpacking here in Florida, and some additional locations to do so. So stay tuned, and we'll see you out there hiking.